Hi, Eric Wilson here, independent licensed mechanic, 30 years of experience. In the next short while, I'm going to show you the inside story on this 2014 Honda Jazz so you can make yourself an informed decision. Now, coming in on the front left tire, you got about 70 to 80% tread, quite a bit of tread on all season radios on the front left. Coming behind the front left tire, now this is the left lower ball joint. Now, it's critical that this is one of the two things that holds the wheel to the chassis, and that is tight. This is your left sway bar link connected from here up to there. Now that's connected and important because it dampens the sway when it goes around the corner. This rubber boot here is the left outer CV boot. Now it's full of grease, and if it was ripped, you see grease all over the place. Important not to be, because it lubricates the axle going forward. Now on your brakes, you've got about 20,000 K left on your front brakes. This is your left outer tie rod. Now this is critical because it's the only thing that holds the left wheel to the steering, and that is tight. This is and inside here is your, a little harder to see, that's the left inner CV boot. Now that is good and dry, as you can see. More importantly, there's no indication of leak behind it because that is a leak point where the drive shaft comes out. Now, speaking of leaks, bottom of the transmission here, very, very dry. Bottom of the motor, very, very dry. So you're not talking any leaks, tranny or motor. Right here is your catalytic converter. Nothing wrong with it. Big problem though, people are reaching under and going cut, and they're taking it to the scrapyard and get about $125 for it, and you've got yourself about $1,000 repair. Now, if you buy the vehicle, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a catalytic theft protection system of stainless steel cables in this. So remember, they're laying on the ground, they reach up, they hit the cable, they say forget it and move on. That's if you buy, and that costs you nothing, my friend. Now, coming across to the right front tire, same thing, about 80% tread on all season radial, so definitely lots of tread. Right outer tie rod, that is tight. Right lower ball joint is tight. Right outer CV boot, good and dry. Right sway bar link connected from here up to there, intact, doing its job. 20,000 K on your brakes. Right inner CV boot, a little harder to see, but there you go. Good and dry, and no indication of leaks. So brake-wise, leak-wise, suspension-wise, no problems that I can see so far. Now, following down the bottom of the car, in fact, there's not even surface rust under here. Very, very clean. Yeah, I'm not even seeing surface. Well, yeah, just not even surface rust. It's very, very clean. Your exhaust, yeah, everything intact. Now coming across to the, coming to the rear right tire. Now let's tread about 40%, 40 to 50% tread on the back. Not as much down, but definitely not out on the right rear. The right rear shock, now it's full of oil. If it was leaking, you see it dripping all the way down there. That is good and dry. Right rear spring suspension, no cracks, no breaks. About 20,000 K on your rear brakes. Put about the same as the rears you have on the front there. No indication of leaks that I can see. Coming across to the right, to the left rear tire, down about 30%. So down but not out on your left rear tire. On your left rear shock, good and dry. Left rear spring suspension, intact, no cracks, no breaks. About 30,000 K, a little more brakes on the back, or about 20,000, sorry, about roughly 20,000. So about 20,000 front and back. So brake-wise, leak-wise, suspension-wise, no issues that I can see. Okay, with my scanner plugged in, it says codes found 0, which is a good thing. There is no check engine codes in this car. So now I'm going to take you out and show you the condition of the motor. Now, a shot of the motor running. Very, very smooth. Okay, shot of the exhaust for the motor running. Very clean. Now, one thing I always do is I take off the oil cap and I take a look underneath for any indication of white goo. White goo would be a mixture of oil and antifreeze. That's a big problem, and it's something to walk away from. I do not see any indication of that on this. So, I'm not hearing any indication of problems in this car at all. If anything, I'm going to say you're going to need a battery because I had to boost it, okay? So I'm pretty much guaranteed you're going to have to buy a battery. But other than that, though, I don't see any problem in this car, brake-wise, leak-wise, suspension-wise. Motor's running great. Hardly even any surface rust under it. So hopefully this will help you make an informed decision. Now, one other thing is if you buy, remember that you're going to get the free catalytic theft protection system And I'm going to put a 10% fuel saving device on your car that I've used for 30 years and it never ever fails, and that's for free, my friend. All you have to do is contact me. I'll have you, I'll come to you. I do it mobile, have you, 15 minutes. I'll be in and out, and you'll be not only saving fuel on your car, but you'll also have your catalytic theft protection on there as well, and that's at no cost. Thank you.